Most of you were taught that to reach the top, you need to work hard, have a flawless resume, and hand out business cards at loud conferences. That is a convenient lie told to keep you on the periphery of power. The real architects of this world don't network. They build infrastructures of dependency. Today, we're dissecting the logistical mechanics that allowed a man without a college degree and a dark past to become the center of gravity for the world's most powerful minds. Welcome to Career Hacks. In this video, we will not talk about Epstein morality, but how we can grab some of the influence tactics to our day-to-day.
Well, let's take a look at Google searches for Epstein. In fact, in the month of February, it is higher than it's ever been.
How did someone who produced nothing tangible become indispensable to Nobel Prize winners and billionaires? We'll answer that shortly. Every great system of influence begins with a Trojan horse. For Jeffrey, it wasn't about the money, it was about proximity. According to public reports, his ascent began at Bear Stearns. But the secret wasn't his skill with numbers. It was his skill at being the solver of unspoken problems. He understood early on that powerful people are, paradoxically, the most isolated.
The Epstein files. Here's what she told the BBC while speaking at the Munich Security Conference.
They have everything except for time and access to intellectual curiosities outside their bubbles. He positioned himself as a catalyst. He didn't ask for favors, he offered the scarcest resource for a billionaire: intellectual and logistical convenience. He turned his lifestyle into a hub where social friction was zero. Analysis suggests he wasn't selling investments, he was selling an ecosystem. Here is the technique you can use in the corporate world if you have the stomach for it: proximity curation. The system operates on three pillars: friction removal. He provided the jet, the food, the venue. When you remove the logistical effort for a powerful person, you gain control over their time. The halo effect. By securing the presence of one world-class scientist, he lured the politician. The politician lured the CEO. The system fed itself. Asymmetric gratitude debt. By offering favors that seemed small to him but were highly personalized for the recipient, he created an emotional bank account where the balance was always in his favor. But what happens when this velvet prison of favors starts to close in? We'll see the cost of that now. Imagine a high-ranking executive. Let's call him Asset A. He's brilliant, but he's bored. Jeffrey shows up and doesn't offer money. He offers a dinner with a quantum physicist and a chess grandmaster. Asset A feels part of a superior intellectual elite. Analysis suggests this is how the knot tightened. The executive wasn't there for business. He was there for status validation. He becomes dependent on the access. He is no longer an individual. He is an asset within Jeffrey's infrastructure. Public reports from outlets like the New York Times show how this web extended for decades, based purely on this social glue. Get some news reporting that talks about Epstein. How did this system survive for so long under everyone's nose? Simple. Interdependence. When you are the bridge connecting point A to point B, destroying you means destroying the path everyone is currently using. The system allows for evasion because taking down the hub would cause a domino effect on assets the world considers too important to fail. The infrastructure of influence isn't protected by laws, it's protected by the self-preservation instincts of those inside it. The lesson here isn't that you should build a shadow empire, it's that real power isn't found in a job title. It's found in the friction you remove for others. People aren't looking at your resume, they're subconsciously asking, are you a hurdle? Or are you a bridge? If you want to influence at the highest level, stop trying to be useful in a transactional way. That's what employees do. Instead, become indispensable to the mission of the people you serve. When you curate the right environment and connect the right people, you aren't controlling decisions. You're facilitating excellence. This is the insider mindset. The 0.1% don't just work in the system, they build the infrastructure that allows everyone else to succeed. Use this knowledge not to trap, but to lead. Because when you own the infrastructure of trust, you don't need to demand power. It's handed to you. If you want to master the non-obvious rules of the corporate game, subscribe. In our next breakdown, we're looking at how the world's top CEOs use radical candor to dominate their industries. I'll see you in the next one.